Jim Matheson.
Row number 2, the 17 car, Iowa State Trooper Justin Sackett to the outside, the 88 of Sean Berrigan.
Row number 3 to the inside from South Sioux City, Nebraska. That's a 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen and Chad Tenable to the outside in the 20.
Your fourth and final row sees Jason Speed Snyder's and the 44X to the inside, and from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that is the number 22 of Justin Volts to the outside. Green flag off turn number 4. RPMs are up. Green flag is out, and we are underway with heat race number 1 for your Bo 9 Garage Doors IMCA Modifieds.
Brady's favorite driver, Bob Moore, to the early advantage as they come out of 2 down the backstretch. Jim Matheson in pursuit. Speaking of pursuit, he's used to some high-speed ones. Justin Sackett, Iowa State Trooper, is now sitting in 3rd, but he is under pressure from Ricky the Racer Steffen, who's in 4th. Sean Berrigan, the Sergeant Bluff native, is in 5th. Now, you got Steffen to the inside of Sackett, not quite able to make it go. Meanwhile, well, I thought for a second that Matheson was going to have a little bit of a battle with Moore for the lead, but not happening. Best battle on the track right now is 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, Tenable gets around Berrigan for 5th. It is Steffens, it is Sackett. Who is going to take 3rd? Who's going to take 4th? Heat race number 1, all behind your leader, the 48 of Bob Moore.
Meanwhile, we have 3 wide right behind them. Look at that 22 car of Justin Volts hiking that left front in the air. Leave the left front at home. Sean Berrigan losing power as he's going to pull it into the infield. Almost 3 wide here for 3rd place as you see Justin Sackett, the 17 car, working the outside lane. Ricky the Racer Steffen through the middle. Chanton Naple was on the bottom, did not get the run. Meanwhile, up front, Bob Moore still with the race lead. Matheson trying to run him down. Still a great 3-car battle here between Justin Sackett, Ricky Steffen, and Chanton Naple. 3 wide for 3rd, coming off 2.
Like you said, Scotty, what was a 2-car battle was 3. Now back to 2 as Tenable bobbles a little bit coming off of 2. 2 laps to go. A lot of 2s to factor in, but you still got Sackett leading Ricky the Racer Steffen. Tad Tenable going to the whip, trying to catch back up to him. Once again, you've got Steffen trying to set up the 17 of Sackett to try and get by him. Can he do it this time? White flag is out for Bob Moore and Jim Matheson, but it is still Sackett holding off the hard-charging Ricky the Racer Steffen. Chad Tenable just not quite able to get back up and mount one more charge. Up front, they go through 3 and 4. It's going to be Bob Moore winning. Right along behind him is going to be Jim Matheson. Justin Sackett will indeed hang on to 3rd. Ricky the Racer Steffen 4th. Chad Tenable rounding out the top 5. Wow. The lead was pretty anticlimactic up front, but that battle for 3rd, 4th, and then when Tenable got in there even for 5th, what a race. Row number 3 to the inside, that is Mr. Signmasters, the 77 of RJ Merchant. And to the outside, that is the 141, Matt Bonine.
To the inside of your 4th and final row, PJ, I don't see him.
Yeah, we're missing 2 cars. The Sioux City Slayer Cody Thompson not out there, nor is a 15M of Shane DeMay, and I know for a fact DeMay is on the property, so not sure what's going on. We'll have to wait and see, but green flag is out. We are racing Chris Mills, who blew up his crate motor a week ago last night down at the Shelby County Speedway running his open motor, and the track definitely liking that open motor right now as he is going to lead Darren Ropke. Look at RJ Merchant from the high side to the low side as he's trying to get around Ropke. They're going to be side by side coming out of 2 down the backstretch. Ropke with a slight advantage. Merchant again driving it down on the low side. Meanwhile, Ropke going high, wide, handsome the Kenny Wallace liner on the top side. And Ropke by about 3/4 of a car length at the start. All of that behind Chris Mills, who has already checked out, left the key on the desk at the hotel, and is all the way back home.
As Chris Mills checking out, left the card on the counter. Goodbye, checked out. See ya. Here in heat race number 2, RJ Merchant getting a little rowdy there, taking that 2nd place spot away from the 47 of Darren Ropke. Meanwhile, here comes the Mapleton Farm Boys sliding through 3 and 4. Jim T says, hey guys, I want to play as well, as he's sitting in that 4th place spot, trying to look to the inside of Ropke off turn number 2. Matt Bonine rounding out your field in the 141 car. Here comes Jim T's. Look at the run he gets off of turn 4. Side by side with that 3rd place spot through turns 1 and 2. Can he get it to stick? Yes, he will. Up to 3rd place is the 23 car.
Jim T's, that new RZ3 Elite Razor chassis is on a rail tonight as one of his older cars is right in front of him. Of course, that is the 77 of R.J. Merchant. That is a former Jim Teese Razor chassis. Teese going to the whip, trying to catch up to Merchant. Meanwhile, Chris Mills has just flown under the flag stand. 1 lap to go as he, unless something major happens, has already picked up the heat race win. But Teese going to the whip on Merchant. Chris Mills coming out of 4. He will win. R.J. Merchant is going to hang on to second spot. Great run for Merchant. Jim Teese third, Darren Ropke fourth. Matt Bonine in fifth. And now the question is, the big mystery, where were Cody Thompson and Shane DeMay in that heat race? They're here to put on 20 laps of a show for you. Your Bonine Garage Doors Modified. Scotty, who's tailing Charlie?
Starting shotgun on the field now, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's going to be the 22 of Justin Volts.
15 cars, 20 laps, 25-minute time limit. We're going to be green this time out of 4.
Your final A feature of the night here tonight, brought to you by Bonine Garage Doors on Mead Lumber Night here at the new Raceway Park. RPMs come up, we are underway.
It is going to be Bob Moore with the early advantage as they go down. Chris Mills in second. Look at Jim Matheson in third. Matheson had to tag the brakes just a little bit, so the Mapleton Farm Boy, Jim Teese, now coming around to the outside as it's going to be Matheson and Teese going for third and fourth. Sackett in fifth. Now we've got most of the field right there, all stacked up behind Matheson and Teese. You've got Sackett, Merchant, Steffen, Tenaple, Ripke, Snyders. You've got Bonine, DeMay. You've got them all. But right now we got a battle for the lead, Bruin Scotty, between the 48 and the 02 Junior.
That we do. Bob Moore with the race lead. Chris Mills to the back bumper as we've got some cars thinking about going slideways, but we're still lean, mean, and green. Oh, caution outfield. We do have a car around in the infield.
That is the M80,
yeah,
Jim Matheson.
M80 of Jim Matheson, MedStar on there. Try checking the M80 out. We've got some Phil McKee 12M Hobby Stock Hero cards. Cheyenne McCulley Hero cards. We've got Jeremy Ertman, Craig Clift. We got a lot.
And a big thanks to Mead Lumber for sponsoring tonight again. We are green. Bob Moore is once again going to lead him down into turn 1 and 2. Chris Mills hot on his tail. Look at Jim Teese. So Teese is going to dispense with the 25. No, never mind, not quite. Steffen still right there. Dog and Teese for third. Now he's going to go back by Teese for third. Now check out Chad Tenaple. Tenaple now checking into the top 5. There is Sackett, there is Snyders, and here comes DeMay. DeMay wanting to get into that top 5 battle as well. Cody Thompson a little bit further back, going high, wide, and around the outside, trying to get around Darren Ripke and the 141 of Matt Bonine. Ooh, looks like Thompson has a little damage to the right. Oh, no!
Chris Mills and Ricky the Racer Steffen going around to the infield. Caution flag and a fly.
Wow, what happened there? Right now, the 48 Bob Moore is your leader. The Mapleton Farm Boy, Jim Teese, apparently at RZ3 Razor, he thinks is going to work better on the low side as he picks the low line. Justin Sackett in third. Shane DeMay in fourth, checking into fourth. And Jason Speed Snyders in fifth. Green is back out. 16 laps to go, Scotty.
16 laps to go indeed for the 48 of Bob Moore with the race lead. Jim Teese up to second. Justin Sackett and Shane DeMay as Jason Speed Snyder's up on the high side. Oh, we got sparks coming off the 02 Junior of Chris Mills. Out in front, though, still Bob Moore showing the way. Here comes Jason Speed Snyder's. Might have found something on the outside as he battles for that third, fourth, and fifth place spot between Sackett and DeMay. DeMay working the bottom side. Oh, broken! Jason Speed Snyder's looked like something was broke on the 44X car on the left front of that car. Did not want to turn.
But it looks like he's back up to speed now. And look at Shane DeMay once again picked up the win at Crawford County Friday night, Shelby County last night. That Harris Auto Racing number 15M is hooked, booked, and cooking as he is now going to the whip trying to catch up to the Mapleton Farm Boy. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, Teese has caught up to the back bumper of Moore. we have a battle for the lead, Scotty.
The Mapleton Farm Boy trying to get to the back bumper, the 48 of Bob Moore. As you can see, Lisa, his wife, cheering him on down in the infield for her husband, the 23 of Jim Tees.
Lisa's so fun to watch when he's about ready to take the lead or in the lead.
Moore still with the race lead, though. Jim Tees working in second. Shane DeMay third. Justin Sackett fourth. R.J. Merchant Rowdy up to fifth in that 77 M car. 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Halfway there, living on a prayer.
I'll tell you what, Jim Tees and Shane DeMay both have a good opportunity to try and go after Bob Moore as we're just past halfway. 11 laps down, 9 to go. However, it does look like the field's starting to spread out just a little bit as Moore starting to gap the 23 ever so slightly. It doesn't look like DeMay's able to gain any more ground on Tees. I hate to say it, but I think we need a caution in order to really mix things up. A little bit further back, you got Ricky the Racer Steffen, Darren Ripke going side by side. Right behind, the Sioux City Slayer, Cody Thompson. Not sure what's going on with his Harris chassis, but definitely having some issues tonight.
Meanwhile, the 17 of Sackett pushed in 3 and 4. That gave R.J. Merchant fourth place in the 77M car. Sackett back to fifth. As Matt Bonine in the 141 trying to catch a 17 of Sackett now off turn number 2 to the back bumper now in turn number 3. 6 laps to go this time by for the 48 of Bob Moore.
As the 77M R.J. Merchant has gotten around Justin Sackett. Now Sackett trying to hold off Matt Bonine. A little bit further up. I wonder if Jim Tees was just kind of holding his stuff off, trying to save his stuff, because he is gaining back on the 48 of Moore. Meanwhile, Shane DeMay still trying to get back up there as he's starting to lose a little bit of ground to fourth place, R.J. Merchant. Merchant trying to get up there and see if he can possibly get into the top 3. We're going to be coming down 4 laps to go. It is still Moore, Tees, DeMay, Merchant, and Sackett, your top 5.
Looks like Bob Moore is better in 1 and 2, and Jim Tees is better in 3 and 4. Oh, smoke coming out of the 02 Junior of Chris Mills. Chris Mills blowing up to the top side of the racetrack, trying to get the car to the infield. Cannot do so. Caution flag coming out for the 02 Junior of Chris Mills up in smoke.
And unfortunately, there I do see a trail of fluid.
As it looks like we're going to come back to the green this time by Bob Moore, Jim Tees, Shane DeMay, R.J. Merchant, Justin Sackett, your top 5. As the green flag comes out, we are back underway. Bob Moore leads him in turn 1 and 2. Look at Shane DeMay up on the high side trying to get a run side by side with Jim Tees now. He's going to stick to that high line, going to get the car to rotate. Bob Moore pushes. Here comes Jim Tees.
Oh, no, we got a piled up back there. You've got Merchant. You have Sackett. You have Bonine. Tenable involved. And Tenable's got broken steering or suspension on that car. Oh, my Alberta, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Wow. To that effect, but unfortunately, I don't know if he's even going to be able to come back out.
Doesn't look like it, PJ, because we're about to go green off turn number 4 this time by. Green is back out, 3 laps to go. As something amiss on the 77M of R.J. Merchant.
Flat right front, or right rear. Flat
he
right
pulls
rear.
into the infield. Look at the battle here, though, between Jim Tees and Bob Moore.
Look at DeMay coming around the outside, trying to get some momentum.
And here comes Cody Thompson, the 25 car as well.
Where has Thompson been as he's now checked into the top 5? Unfortunately, DeMay starting to lose ground to Tees. Tees running out of time as the white flag is in the hands of Jesse Ford.
Caution, though, caution.
Matt Bonine, turn 2.
Matt Bonine sitting at the bottom of turn number 2, bringing out the caution flag once again. If you are headed out, folks, please be sure to drive home safe here tonight from the new Raceway Park. We thank you for joining us as we are back out to the green flag here. Green, white, checkered finish here in your Bonine Garage Doors IMCA Modified event. Bob Moore with the race lead. Jim Tees in second. Shane DeMay third. Berrigan and Thompson your top 5. Thompson goes to the top shelf looking for momentum. White flag out. One more time
no,
around.
Jason Speed Snyder's around in turn 3. He collects, looks like Sackett, Matheson, and Volts. Yellow is out once again, and looks like Matheson and Volts, neither one moving. Snyder's able to bring it down to the work area. No, if the caution comes out, he will throw a yellow checkered finish. Here we go, looking at it on Advantage Racing TV as they go down into 3 and 4. This is from the main cam. Cody Thompson ticks the wall a little bit. Oh, Jason Speed Snyder's just happens to get a little sideways, collects everybody else. But right now we are back to green. It is going to be Bob Moore still leading him. Jim Tees losing ground. Shane DeMay also losing ground to Bob Moore as Moore gaps him. He's going to go through 3 and 4 and see the white flag come out. Brady's going nuts. White flag out, 1 to go. Moore once again through 1 and 2 as he is going to gap Tees even more coming out. He's going to go through 3 and 4 one more time. Hey, Brady, get excited. Bob Moore is going to win. Jim Tees second, Shane DeMay third, Sean Berrigan fourth, and Cody Thompson rallies to finish 5th. What a race. And you know what, Scotty? We're still done by 8:45.
That we are. We're going to talk to Bob here. So, led every lap from the drop of the green flag, did not look back. This track, bottom side dominant tonight here for this feature. What's going through your head, though, when you're seeing caution after caution with about 2 laps to go?
Oh, I got nerve-wracking, and I got in my head a little bit there, and I screwed up trying to protect the bottom, and I knew I couldn't do that again. I had to get up there in the slick a little bit and turn it because it was getting too tight down there. But once I got it turned in the slick and got back to the gas, it was good. I don't know how close they were at the end, but I mean, it was good down the straightaway as long as I didn't get in there too hard and slide up out of the good, you know. So
Car looked very good, seemed to rotate well. How was the track breakdown tonight from the heat to the feature?
Oh, there's a little tack there in the heat race. You know, it worked out good starting in the front when the bottom's so dominant. But I've had my times where I started in the back and they've been dominant, and it just with luck of the draw, I guess. You know.
And we've been talking about patience here tonight as well, being patient through all those cautions and coming out victorious. Who do you have to thank for putting this 48 car in victory lane here tonight?
I can thank all my sponsors, my family and my wife, my mother, of course. She always helped us. And my daughter, JC, it's her birthday tomorrow, so she'll like this.
So once again, putting it in victory lane, the 48 of Bob Moore. Congratulations. Your Bonite Garage Door IMCA Modified event feature winner, Bob Moore. PJ?
Oh, happy birthday to JC tomorrow. Didn't even realize it was her birthday, but of course, JC, one of our former scorers here. Happy birthday to her.